Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to another round of insane general knowledge trivia on JetPunk. This is quiz number 8 in physics' playlist. If you haven't seen the previous ones, I would recommend going back and checking those out. But if you're unfamiliar with the series, this is basically a series of quizzes that are very, very fun and very well written, but the questions are super difficult. My goal is usually to get around 50 out of 100. I think my average is just below that. I think 54 is my highest ever and 40 is my lowest, but let's just give this a try. As always, if you guys are enjoying these videos, you want to see more of them, please do let me know by liking the video, subscribing, and leaving a comment telling me so. And it also, helps with physics himself. If he wants to continue making these quizzes, it helps to have all the support from you guys in the comments. So definitely let us know. Let's jump in. 45 minutes on the clock, as always, starting with the STEM category. What fundamental category has flavors up and down among four others? A proton consists of two up and one down, while a neutron has one up and two down. So the four other flavors are top, bottom, charm, and strange, I think. We're just looking for a quark. Scientists are worried that an important climate regulator, known by the acronym AMOC, may weaken or stop due to climate change. What do any of the letters in AMOC stand for? Um, Ozone? No. Carbon? No. Any of the letters. Okay. Amazon? No. Climate regulator. Oxygen. Cover. I'm trying to think of like what. Is it air maybe? No. Climate regulator. May weaken or stop. Atmosphere? Atmospheric? No. Mesosphere? Surely not. Ouch. Well, I don't have it right now. I'm going to move on. What trigonometric function defined as the ratio of the hypotenuse to the side adjacent to an angle in a right triangle is also used to define a line that intersects a circle in two locations? Adjacent over hypotenuse is the cosine, so hypotenuse over adjacent is the secant. In the mnemonic dumb kids playing catch on freeways get squished, what D word is represented by dumb? DKPC. Oh, domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species, presumably, so domain. What nebula, the first entry in Messier's catalog, is located in Taurus, even though the name might indicate it should be in another zodiac sign? Most famous nebula I know of is the Crab Nebula, and I believe this is the right one because Cancer would be the Crab constellation. The Linux command pwd will print out the full path of your current location. The P and W stand for print working. What does the D stand for? I have no idea. Directive or something? No. Print working. Working current location. So print the working. I don't know any computer stuff, so this is very difficult for me. It's probably guessable, but print working. Oh, geez. Desktop. Honestly, I don't know. Deriving from Greek, what term is used for any restriction of blood supply to a part of the body? The restriction causes hypoxia and can lead to necrosis. Deriving from Greek. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Just like loss of circulation. Is it like gangrene or something? No. I don't know I don't know like an actual scientific term for this. Burning of wood and coal creates compounds in what category of carbonaceous chemicals that are commonly found in chimneys and are named due to their contribution to the flavor of smoked meat? What on earth? Wow. No, this is hard. Like deli something. I don't know. A 3D fractal object made by repeatedly hollowing out successfully smaller middle sections of a cube is sometimes called a Sierpinski cube, but is also called a sponge, named after what Austrian American? I don't know this either. This is just one of those things you've either heard of or you haven't. But well, I don't, unless it's like Mobius or something. What dimensionless number, named after a German physicist, is defined as the ratio of momentum diffusivity to thermal diffusivity? Again, this sounds very, very difficult. If you're unaware, these questions go from easy to hard within the categories, which is why the stuff at the end is kind of crazy. So I feel a little silly for not knowing number two, but I don't know number two, at least not right now. So I'm going to move on to arts and literature. What sci-fi novel by Liu Cixin, the first in the Remembrance of Earth's Past trilogy, takes its name from a famous concept in classical mechanics? This should be the three-body problem. The Soviet-Afghan War and the Rise of the Taliban are the backdrop of what 2003 Khaled Hosseini book? The title refers to the character Hassan and the role he plays in Amir's hobby. Probably The Kite Runner, most famous book by Hosseini. A set of 55 sonnets by Rainer Maria Rilke are sonnets to what bard? Shakespeare? No. Oh no. The only thing I know about Rilke is the Duino elegies. Sonnets to what bard? What on earth? What bard? I mean, who's another bard? Like, I don't know. Like, the word bard just makes me think of Shakespeare and, like, nobody else. Petrarch or something? Petrarchan sonnet? Um, Sonnets to... Wow. I don't... Should I know this? I don't know this. A set of 20 novels make up which author's Les Rougon-Macquart, a cycle that begins with La Fortune des Rougon, 1871, and ends with Le Docteur Pascal, 1893. The novels can be read in any order, with the most famous dealing with a coal miners' strike in northern France. This is a famous thing. Is it Zola? Yes, it is Zola. Nice. What common name was possibly invented by Shakespeare, who used it for Shylock's daughter in The Merchant of Venice? Oh my god, what was her name in that play? Jessica? Is she Shylock's daughter? Let's go. Nice. That's just purely like remembering the play. An English club which gives its name to a portrait style that includes the hands but not the lower body, shares a pronunciation with a fictional club that featured performer Sally Bowles. What is that shared name? Either spelling accepted. Wow, what on earth? I don't have any idea what's going on in either part of this clue, so I'm just going to move on. What street in Monterey, California, known for its sardine industry, is the title of a 1945 novel? The novel was a commercial, if not critical, success and led to a sequel called Sweet Thursday. This is a John Steinbeck novel called Cannery Row. What name, meaning ant hill, is given to the legendary poet and author of the epic poem Ramayana? Is this Vyasa? No, that's the Mahabharata. No. Oh, this is so annoying. This isn't that hard. Like, I feel like you just have to remember the names of the people who wrote the Mahabharata and the Ramayana, but I always historically I've always just forgotten both of them, but I remembered Vyasa, but I'm pretty sure that's the Mahabharata one. So I am unfortunately not going to pull this one. A Belgian take on the American Old West is shown in what comic strip? Originally by Morris, the title character is known as a resourceful gunslinger with a quick draw and high accuracy. Is this Lucky Luke or Lucky Luke? Let's go. Gotta know your French language cartoons. What work, one of the first to be translated into English from Tibetan literature, is also known as the Tibetan Book of the Dead? I'm not gonna get this. I have no idea. Um, I feel pretty good about this category. I'm a little annoyed about the Indian one, but the rest, I think this is a pretty good showing. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move to movies and TV. And this is going to be a lot harder because I am way worse at this category. Ranking number one in the American film industry's best films in both its 1998 and 2007 rankings, what send up of William Randolph Hearst was famously snubbed at the Oscars, losing to How Green Was My Valley for Best Picture and Best Director. What? I've, should I know this? I have no idea what's going on here. I have absolutely no clue. Jafar Jackson stars as his uncle, the title character in what 2026 biopic? His uncle. So is the title character the uncle then? I'm kind of confused. But 2026, is it ever like Complete Unknown or something? It's the Bob Dylan movie, or um, what's another? Is it Springsteen? Was that the name of the movie? I'm trying to think of biopics that are recent. I don't have this. Suicide is Painless is the name of the theme to what show that had the final episode Goodbye, Farewell, and Amen in 1983 that is still the most watched finale of any TV series in the US? Is it MASH? Okay, MASH is just the famous finale that everybody watched. A 2015 Chinese war film has a title that, when translated into English, is also used to describe a combative approach to foreign relations that was dominant in Chinese political thought in the late 2010s and early 2020s. What is that alliterative English phrase? Is it like something like diplomacy, maybe? I I don't know. A trilogy of romance films starring Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy, both set and filmed in 9-year intervals, with each film chronicling a period of less than a day, all begin with what word? Is this the Before trilogy? Good, yeah, Before Sunset, Before Sunrise, and Before Midnight or something. I forget the names of all three. What South Korean medical drama, although only lasting for one season in 2013, was popular enough to spawn a 7-season adaptation aired on ABC and a much shorter lived Japanese version in 2018 on Fuji TV? I have no clue. What HBO series, where Lisa Kudrow plays a B-list actress trying to reinvent herself, aired for 3 single seasons in 2005, 2014, 2026? I don't know. The horror films Get Out, Us, Megan, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Obsession were all produced by what studio that is often abbreviated BH? The studio also produced the non-horror film Whiplash. Well, Get Out and Us are both Jordan Peele. I mean, I don't know studios though. Like, it's probably going to be something I've heard of before because I've seen several of these movies before. But BH, I am not going to pull this. A thief representing the tarot card of the Fool and other characters representing the planets are included in what surrealist Mexican film where director Alejandro Jodorowsky appears as the alchemist? I have no clue. I've never heard of the director before. The silent film Greed was originally meant to be a 9-hour epic, but was edited down to 2.5 hours over the objections of what Austrian American director? Another Austrian American that I cannot name. So, yeah, 2 out of 10. It's about par for the course with movies and TV. I usually do a little better than this, but again, these are just really hard. The biopic one is probably gettable, but right now I just can't think of a reasonable answer to this. So, I will move on to music. What king of Calypso is known for his song Deo, also called the Banana Boat Song, as well as numerous film roles, the last of which was an elder civil rights leader in the 2018 film Black Klansman? This is the first one. Oh my god. I mean, I know the song Deo, but I don't have a clue who sings it, so this is not a great start for me. For the Marcells, it is blue. For Nick Drake, it is pink. For Brooks and Dunn, it is neon. And for television, it is marquee. What is it? So it's like blue, blank. It's going to be a word that comes after all these things, but I've never even heard of these bands before. So again, I could just spend my time guessing random objects, but I'm not going to do that. On May 15th, 2026, Canadian rapper Drake released 3 albums simultaneously. Name any of the 3 albums. What? May 5th? So this is really recent, which means I definitely have zero idea because this is not the type of music that I listen to. Tomi Petteri Putansu is the lead singer and Monster Mask maker for what band who won the 2006 Eurovision Song Contest with the song Hard Rock Hallelujah? I think this came up recently. This is like a Finnish like metal band or something. I don't think it's Nightwish. No, it's another Finnish band, but there's no way I'm gonna pull the name of this. 3D, Daddy G, Tricky, and Mushroom are the stage names of the members of what English trip hop band, known for the songs Unfinished Sympathy and Teardrop? I think I'm getting 0 out of 10 on this category. In addition to Odissi, classical Indian music is split up into 2 major forms, one in the north and one in the south. Name either form. Is this Carnatic? Yay, let's go. I didn't get 0 out of 10. What is the name of the German Minnesänger who lived in the 13th century but is known broadly today for being the title subject of an 1845 opera? What is a Minnesänger? I don't know that word. Faust. No. Um Trying to think of an opera that's like named after a person. Oh gosh. I'm sure this is going to be something that I've heard of. Hmm. Unfortunately, I'm not going to pull this unless it's like Tristan and Isolde, but there's no way it's that either. I will move on. A 1969 song by the Winstons gives its name to what 7-second drum break that has been used in many songs, including Straight Outta Compton, Keep It Going Now, I Desire, and over 1,000 other tracks. No clue. Juanga and El Divo de Juarez are nicknames of what artist born in 1950 who is the top selling Mexican artist of all time? Wow, that's tough. I have no idea. And what is the stage name of Martha Ivelisse Pesante Rodriguez, who broke through a male dominated music genre to become the queen of reggaeton? I am indeed getting 1 out of 10 on this category. Man, so yeah, so far this quiz is going substantially worse than these quizzes normally go for me. So 50 is probably not happening, but now we can at least get to the categories I know a little more about. Auction, contract, and rubber are the three forms of what card game? In tournaments, a duplicate form is used where all tables are dealt the same hands to allow for competitive scoring. I think this is bridge, contract bridge, yeah. What team led by Jalen Brunson, should be Brunson with an O, won the 2026 NBA Finals after a 52-year drought? This is the New York Knicks. What Zynga game, pioneer of the freemium model, was the most popular Facebook game between 2009 and 2011? Is this what Farmville is? Nice. Originally called Contrology, but now known after its inventor, what popular exercise meant to improve alignment, breathing, and a strong core type was first developed in a POW camp during World War One? I'm not even going to try. I have no idea. A tactical system invented in the 1970s by AFC Ajax, where any outfield player can take the role of any other player, was given what nickname in Dutch or English? I hope this is what total football is. Nice. From 2020 to 2025, the men's Tour de France was won by one of two cyclists. What countries do those cyclists represent? Do I need both? One of them is Pogacar from Slovenia. Really? France, Slovakia, Austria, Germany, Brazil, USA, Canada, Italy, Croatia, Greece. Did I try Germany? I think I did. Poland, Czechia, Switzerland, Spain, Portugal, Belgium, Netherlands. Are you kidding me? Sweden, Norway, Finland, bro, Serbia, Romania, Bulgaria, Turkey, Japan, Australia. Dude, are you kidding me? I have no idea. One of them is definitely Slovenia. I have no idea what the other one is. First held in 1947, when international competition occurs every August in South Williamsport, Pennsylvania. After the U.S., the second and third winningest countries are Taiwan and Japan. Should be the Little League World Series. What Barcelona midfielder is the first three-time winner of the Ballon d'Or Féminin, having won in consecutive years from 2023 to 2025? This is bad, but I don't... Is this Puteas? Is that who that is? Dang it. That's definitely a person, but I don't know women's soccer players, so unfortunately I'm not going to pull this. What sport has 5 active players in each jam, 4 blockers, and 1 jammer? What on earth? Netball. Handball. Just guess random stuff. I mean, I have zero clue. Jam? What? Hurling? Gaelic football? I don't know. I could guess random sports for a while, but I don't know what this is. Meaning change. What term refers to a sidestep during the initial charge or tachi-ai of a sumo match? This technique, while sometimes effective, is often considered unsportsmanlike. I don't know. So 5 out of 10. Honestly, not amazing. I could brute force the Tour de France question, but that feels kind of lame, so I'm not going to do that. Geography and language, please, can this go a little bit better? What large desert in southern Africa comes from a Tswana word meaning the Great Thirst? Probably the Kalahari. Grand, Little, and Brac appear in the names of the three main islands of what British overseas territory located south of Cuba. I don't know why I assumed that they were French anyway. Is this the Cayman Islands? Okay. A harbor once known as Port Nicholson separates Lower Hutt from what capital city? Lower Hutt is in New Zealand, so this is Wellington. An extinct volcanic hill known as Arthur's Seat, found in Hollywood Park, is located in what city? This is Edinburgh, Scotland. Which of the Lesser Sunda Islands is the namesake of the sea that is just south of Sulawesi, and also the dwelling of an extinct species of archaic humans, known colloquially as hobbits? The Hobbit is the Flores man, I believe. A large 3 kilometer plus lava dome volcano in Northern California shares its name with the first word of the national park that it is located in. What is that name? Lassen Volcanic, so Mount Lassen. What glacier, mostly in Los Glaciares National Park, is a key tourist spot in Argentina? The glacier bisects a fjord of Lake Argentino and occasionally ruptures, causing an impressive outflow of water. Should be the Perito Moreno Glacier. Very cool landmark. What minimalist conlang, only with 14 phonemes and around 150 words, was invented by Canadian Sonia Lang in the early 21st century? I don't have the slightest idea. I can get it if it's geography, but this is just pure language. While the rest of the country lies north of the equator, what small island province of Equatorial Guinea lies south-southwest of Sao Tome? This is called Annobon. And finally, the capitals of the two northernmost regions of Cameroon have common English spellings that are 6 letters long and differ by only 1 letter. Name both cities. Oh no. Skill issue. Oh gosh. I mean, I've looked at this before, but I am definitely not going to be able to pull this. So, unlucky. History. Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro were two ancient cities centered around the valley of what river? Deciphering the written language of their civilization is still an unsolved problem in linguistics. This is the Indus River Valley civilization. Jose Miguel Carrera, Bernardo O'Higgins, and Thomas Cochrane were some of the principal actors involved in the War of Independence for modern day country. So many things named after these people in Chile. Referring to their facial hair, what nickname was given both to the Holy Roman Emperor Frederick I, who died during the Third Crusade, and Hayreddin Pasha, an admiral in the Ottoman Navy who helped lead to Ottoman dominance in the Mediterranean? Should be Frederick Barbarossa, Redbeard. What fur trading company was the de facto government of Canada until 1869? The company, the oldest in the Americas, existed from 1670 until 2025, when it was formally renamed 1242939 BC Unlimited Liability Company. Great. So I believe it's called the Hudson's Bay Company. Oh, it's not. Really? Is that wrong? Ooh, I think that's incorrect. I believe the company is called the Hudson's Bay Company, not Hudson Bay. The body of water is Hudson Bay. I think that's actually wrong, but I'll let physics know. What small town in far eastern West Virginia was the site of a raid led by John Brown in 1859? The raid freed 2 black slaves, but failed to incite a subsequent slave revolt. I think this is Harper's Ferry. Good. A political crisis where Chiang Kai shek was held hostage until he agreed to ally with the CCP against Japan was known as the what incident after the location where it occurred? This isn't Mukden, is it? No, it's something else. Mukden incident. Hmm. This I do not know. What sultanate ruled the Swahili coast from its namesake archipelago off Tanzania from the 10th century until the Portuguese conquest about 500 years later? Should be the Kilwa Sultanate, namesake of Kilwa Kisiwani, who ruled as the regent of the Kievan Rus from 945 to 957. She took the name Elena after becoming the first Rurikid ruler to be baptized, and her grandson Vladimir officially adopted Christianity as the state religion. Is this the legend herself, Saint Olga of Kiev? She is a very fun and interesting historical figure. In 105 BCE, Gaius Marius captured what Numidian king who was known for bribing Roman senators and paraded him through Rome before having him strangled? Wow, that's crazy. I have no idea. And finally, what movement from Sanskrit of one's own country was key to India's independence struggle, focusing on economic self-reliance? I have no idea. I don't think this is what satyagraha is. That's like nonviolent resistance. Yeah, not getting that, but 7 out of 10, totally fine for history. On to food and drink. In 2022, UNESCO added what lean dough French bread to its intangible cultural heritage list. Lean dough French bread. God, what does that even mean? Baguette. Is that actually what it is? Okay, sure. What salad made with romaine lettuce, croutons, parmesan, and optional toppings was named in 1924 after the Tijuana restaurant in which it was invented? I think this is just a Caesar salad. Good. The Korean word for red chilies gives its name to what Korean condiment? The spicy condiment also includes a sweet flavor that comes from cooked fermented glutinous rice. Should be gochujang. Very tasty. The Sangiovese grape must account for at least 80% of the grapes in a wine in order for it to be what kind of Tuscan wine. According to a 1991 film, it pairs well with fava beans, among other things, namely the liver of a census taker. This is Chianti, or a nice Chianti. Which of the 5 French mother sauces is made from roux and a light stock? It is used in the preparation of Normande, Ravigote, and many other sauces. Is it Espanol? Is not. Is it Bechamel? No. Is it... Is Berne... That's not one of them, is it? It's not Hollandaise either. Dude, oh, am I gonna, like, forget the one... The one that I need to remember? Isn't there, like, a tomato one? You gotta be kidding me. I'm actually just gonna forget the one mother sauce that I need here. This is so annoying. Gosh. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull this. That sucks. But I can't think of it. What Australian chocolate bar is shaped like an anthropomorphic frog? If you put semi in front of it, you get an Italian dessert made of egg whites, sugar, and cream. Is it ever like Freddo or Freddy? It is. Nice. Semi-freddo. I just know that means half cold. It's like a... There's a bread company that makes baguettes, funnily enough, from around here called Semi Freddy's. And it's I always thought it was like a really weird name because it's like, why is it called half cold? Like, it's just such a random name. But anyway, I knew that Semi Freddy, Semi Freddo was like actually a thing, so that's why I thought to try that. What dish popular throughout Southeast Asia has many varieties, all of which include the 2 main ingredients, noodles and soup. Versions include katong, nyonya, and lemak. It's kind of vague. Tom yum, tom kha gai. I don't know. Those are like Thai soups. Cow soy or something. I'm just thinking of like Thai dishes. I don't know what it is, to be honest. Surely it's not pho. A historical region of Guyana meaning river of the letter wood in the Lokono language gives its name to what brown sugar? Wow. I do not have any idea. Demerara. Yo, what? No way. Okay, I'm just guessing regions of Guyana. Again, this is just like purely a geography angle. I've never heard of a sugar called Demerara, but it's like the regions of Guyana are named after historical regions. So I figured, well, I might as well try them. There's like Berbice and Mahica and stuff. It works. Popular throughout South America and elsewhere, what chocolate-covered confection with dulce de leche between 2 sweet biscuits dates back to Islamic Spain and derives from an Arabic word meaning luxurious? Sounds kind of tasty, but I do not know. And finally, what traditional Christmas drink made from rum, coconut milk, cream of coconut, and various spices is also known as Puerto Rican eggnog? No clue. Sounds good though. Okay, world culture. We have two categories left. 39 out of 100. Gonna be hard to get 50, but I will try. A victory by troops led by General Ignacio Zaragoza against an invading French army at the Battle of Puebla is the origin behind what celebration? That should be Cinco de Mayo. I am getting a phone call. I will pause the recording and be right back. Okay, we're back. Unpausing the quiz. What theater form, with known for elaborate makeup and highly decorated costumes, originated with a female dance group in the Edo period? I never know which one. It's probably kabuki. Yeah. A popular meme common on many message boards includes an image of Cole Phelps from the video game LA Noire with the text "Press X to what?" Oh, was press X to doubt? Okay, nice. What pre-social media website founded by Tom Fulp is known for producing user-generated content in various categories and was the source for the browser games Pico's School and Friday Night Funkin'? What on earth? Jesus. I have zero idea what's going on here. A minister named Charles Taze Russell is known for founding the Bible, why is I capitalized, student movement, which later became what religious denomination. The typos are devolving a little bit. Hmm. I've heard of Charles Taze Russell, but I can't remember what he's associated with. Like, it's not like the Mormons. Is it like Unitarian or something? Or Bible student movement? I'm terrible at anything related to religion, to be honest. I think I am almost certainly not getting this. In 2005, Protocol 3 to the Geneva Convention identified a new symbol that could be used by medical personnel in a war zone. This symbol was a red diamond shape and given what name that perhaps coincidentally phonetically agrees with the other accepted symbols of the Red Cross and the Red Crescent. This is such a thing. I've looked this up before, like the medical symbols, and I never remember what the third one is. Red. Nah. Yeah, this came up recently, and I cannot remember it. What flowering plant, Carthamus tinctorius, was used primarily for dyeing? This probably should be an E in that word, but also for flavoring foods. Cultivation occurred as early as the 3rd millennium BCE, making it one of humanity's oldest cultivated crops. Nowadays, it is mostly used for oil. I don't know, canola. Um, what are other types of oil? Linseed. Flax. I don't know, to be honest. Provide the name of either the compassionate creator god in Yoruba mythology or his second in command, the god of wisdom, enlightenment, and divination. Another thing that's like, this is a total skill issue because this has come up a lot of times in trivia, but I can never remember the names of any of the Yoruba deities, so not going to get it. A secret fraternity that performed in towns wearing masks gave its name to what U.S. gay rights organization founded in 1950 by Harry Hay. Oh, my goodness. Nope, not going to know this either. The constitutional principle of secularism, established in Article 1 of the 1958 French Constitution, is denoted by what French word? Proper spelling required. Diacritics not needed. Oh, gosh. One word, huh? Wow. This is tough. Secularism. So, like, irreligion or something. Like, I'm just not going to know this. Finally, miscellaneous category. Philippa Foot and Judith Jarvis Thomson are philosophers who originated what moral philosophical problem, which asks whether it is acceptable to kill one person to save many. This is the trolley problem. What mass media company that is named for its founder owns the New Yorker, Vogue, GQ, and Ars Technica, among other entities? In 2006, it purchased Reddit, which it later spun off into a subsidiary. Oh, not entities, entities. Hmm. Well, it's the second question, so I don't think it's hard, but I don't know what it is, so That's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. Founded in 1899 by Giovanni Agnelli, the company Fiat has an acronymic name that stands for Fabbrica Italiana Automobili. What exactly? It's like Torino. Nice. What name is given to a footwear accessory that covers the instep and ankle and is designed to guard against mud from entering the shoe, or in modern factories, from molten metal splashes? My goodness. Accessory. Is this what like a gator is, or gator? No, never mind. A clear plastic necklace studded with insects, a lamb cutlet hat inspired by Dali, use of a shocking pink color. These are all associated with what Italian? It's like Fabio or something. I don't know. Um, shocking pink. Is it going to be like Versace or something, like a fashion designer? Probably is, but Armani. I don't know. In philosophy, instances of subjective experience, such as the taste of ice cream or the joy of answering trivia questions, are defined by what Latin word is described by C.I. Lewis in 1929. Wow. Yeah, again, this is like a thing, but I'm not going to get it. Deriving partly from a French word meaning horsehair, what term is used for a stiff petticoat that provides voluminous structure to skirts and dresses? Uh, Too many fashion adjacent questions. French word meaning horsehair. Cheveux de cheval. Um, cheval. I don't know. From 1951 to 1960, Peter Sellers, Spike Milligan, and Harry Seacombe performed in what BBC radio comedy? No clue. Given the symbol that thing, what is the official currency of Mongolia? Holy man. I should know this, but I don't know currencies. And finally, with a net worth of over 30 US 30 36.8 billion US dollars, what Nigerian businessman is the wealthiest person in Africa as of 2026? He's also served in government roles, especially under Goodluck Jonathan in the mid 2010s. Love the name Goodluck Jonathan, always a classic, but I do not know. Did I just get 2 out of 10? Ouch. Okay, that's a little rough. 3 out of 10 on the one before that. So 44, this is one of my worst performances ever on one of these quizzes. I think 40 is my worst, as I said before. I feel like 45 is gettable if I just guess words for the climate regulator thing, but I don't know if it's worth it. Important climate regulator. I already said cover. Man. Methane? Nope. Okay. Magnetic? I said air, right? Brutal, man. Brutal. I cycle? Nah, man. It's like one of these should have worked by now. Okay, I'm gonna give up. 44 is not amazing, but it's a hard quiz, so can't be too unhappy with myself. Atlantic meridional overturning circulation. Good God. Atlantic is probably guessable. The others, probably not. Directory? Really? I said directive. Are you kidding me? Okay, wrong form of the word. Ischemia, never heard that word. Creosote, I have heard that word. That is interesting. I wouldn't have pulled it. Carl Menger, never heard of him. Pontel number? What the heck? That's so hard. Okay. Sonnets to Orpheus, apparently. I guess that makes sense, but I don't think I've heard of those. The Kit Kat Club, never heard of that. Valmiki, yes, again, that's I mean, yeah, that's a thing. I just was never going to remember the name. And then Bardo Thodol is the Tibetan Book of the Dead. That is very hard. Citizen Kane. Oh, interesting. Okay. I guess That makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, guess the most famous movie of all time, or one of them. I didn't know it was snubbed at the Oscars. I didn't know it had anything to do with Hearst, but it does make sense. I mean, best number one and best films. That's just kind of what you guess. Michael, I guess that's Michael Jackson. Oh, Jackson. Yeah, I mean that was a clue. To be fair, I didn't realize what was going on, but yeah, Jackson, or yeah, that was in fact a clue. I didn't actually realize that there was a Michael Jackson movie, but now that like now that I see it, I have kind of tangentially heard of it at least. Wolf Warrior, never getting that. The Good Doctor, nope. The Comeback, Blumhouse Productions, The Holy Mountain, Erich von Stroheim. Yeah, those were not happening at all. Harry Belafonte, that is certainly a guy. I did not know that he was known as the King of Calypso, and I definitely did not know that he sang Deo. That's really interesting, but I have heard of him. Moon, sure. Again, that could have been anything. Iceman, Habibti, Maid of Honor, never heard of them. Lordy, honestly, never heard of that either. Massive Attack, I have heard of, but never happening. Tannhäuser, yeah, okay. Tannhäuser, I have heard of Tannhäuser, but like, I didn't even realize that was the name of a person, so not happening. Or maybe that's a like title, I don't know. Amen Break, Amen Break, heard of that as well, but wasn't going to pull it. Juan Gabriel, never heard of him. Ivy Queen, never heard of her either. Pilates, interesting. I guess that's, yeah, named after a person. Yeah, would not have known that. Slovenia and Denmark. Dude, are you serious? I guess Germany, Norway, Sweden, Finland. How did I not guess Denmark? How did I not guess Denmark? It's a country that's like known for cycling too. That's embarrassing. I cannot believe I skirted past that. Aitana Bonmati, I have definitely heard of. I just wasn't going to get it. Roller Derby, no chance. Henka, no chance. Toki Pona, apparently, is the Conlang. Marua and Garua, yeah, that's a skill issue. That one I should know. Toki Pona, I'm never ever getting. History, Xi'an incident, never heard of it. Jugurtha, I think I have heard that name, but I wouldn't have got it. And then Swadeshi movement, very, very hard as well. Volute, yeah, like again, I was like, I swear I remembered all of the ones except for that one. This is so annoying. Laksa is the dish, apparently. Alfajor, I have heard of, wouldn't have got it. Coquito, haven't heard of that. Newgrounds, I have heard of Newgrounds. I didn't really know what it was. Jehovah's Witnesses, again, that makes perfect sense. It's like, I feel like if there's one thing that you guess, that's what you guess. So, again, I don't know what I'm doing. Again, feel free to just roast me in the comments for getting all of these wrong, because I think there are several things in here that really were not that hard. Red Crystal, I've heard of it, wouldn't have come to that answer though. Safflower, yeah, not getting that. Olarun or Orun Mila, heard of Olarun, but not getting it. Matakine Society or Matachin, no idea. Laïcité, holy crap. Never heard that word in my life. Condé Nast, again, heard of that, would never have pulled it. Spats, no clue. Elsa Schiaparelli, yeah, that is an Italian fashion designer, so I was right about what it was, but I just didn't think of that particular name. Qualia, again, dude, like, seriously, I should be getting like 55 to 60 of these. Like, so many of these are completely within reach, and I'm just whiffing on them. Pinolin, never heard of that. The Goon Show, never heard of it. Togrog, honestly, I'm not sure I've ever heard of that either. And Aliko Dangote, never getting that. Wow, okay. Easiest question was Baguette and Cork at 88. We scroll down a little bit here. Hardest that I got was Carnatic Music. That's interesting, actually. Oh my god, 82% on the Michael Jackson movie? Jesus. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, again, I don't think I would have gotten, I mean, I wasn't very aware that there was a Michael Jackson movie because I don't watch movies, or at least current ones. Like, this is just, I don't keep up with movies that are coming out. So that would have been hard for me, but yeah, I mean, Jackson is a clue, so it makes sense that it's that high. I just suck at film. But there are going to be a lot of people in the comments thinking, what the heck is he doing on that one? Citizen Kane, yeah, very gettable. Pilates, I mean, yeah, makes sense. But what were the hardest ones? Were there any 0%ers here? Well, yeah, quite a few actually. Makes sense. Should have known the Yoruba one, to be honest. Creosote I have heard of. The rest of these, yeah, I wasn't getting. But I mean, yeah, these are tough. That's the point of the quiz. But I always do enjoy them. So thanks once again to Physics for making this. Probably won't be another one for like a month or so because I think he made this one recently. But I will keep a lookout for the next one, especially if you guys are still interested in me recording these. But if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. And I will see you again very soon. Until then.